Alright guys, good evening. Alright, in today's video I want to show you how to fix your machines. So right here with me I have my Emel Direct Drive. Now first and foremost, bring the pedal, the legs, you take the reddish stand and clip the nut. That's where it should be, right? Then you have to remove the nut first. Now and then you insert the base, and then this is just to show you how it's gonna be. I will bring it out while I put the clip. Make sure it's balanced on the floor, right? It must give you a balancing effect. Then you put the nut, but then before you tighten it finally, you need to bring out the yellow cover that you cover up. This is a multi-purpose spanner I use in working. So you just have to be sure that you are fixing all the legs properly at the same length, meaning you have to make sure that the tightening are equal so that the machine will have a nice balancing on the floor, right? So this is what you're going to do. Gradually take your time. It's actually very easy to go about it, right? So when you must have taken your time to run these whole protocols and processes, you will really save yourself the costs. Now you also need to know that all these things are time consuming, so don't be in a haste to achieve it. Now I will still place the reddish clip on it before I finish tightening. I'm just trying to fix it and see how it stands, right? Now all my machines, I am the one that use my hand to mount them, so this will really give you a clue on how to go about it, right? Alright, so now, like I said, I'm trying to get the perfect base to know where it stands. Then you bring the dirty stuff this way to be, then you have to bring them out and then put it inside. You can actually do this directly first and foremost before you go about fixing the first nut and bolt, right? Now you bring the yellow stuff, insert it inside that way, and then at this point is where you have to be tactical in fixing, right? This is how it's gonna be. There's still every possibility that you might fix the bolt and the nut outside the rigid stuff, meaning you might decide not to put the nut inside this, but I think I prefer it that way, and then you tighten it. This one is more tasking though, but I think it gives me a neater and the perfect fitting. You can still do the other way around, which will still work. So I'm trying to fix the reddish cap on the four ends of the foot of the machine. So now when you have taken your time to fix it at the front ends, we will go over to the next stage, which I will also show you as we progress in this video. This video is solely for illustration purposes. It's not meant to be sold, transferred to anyone, right? It will be available on my YouTube channel for those of us that might want to get a guide on how to couple this machine. That's why I'm taking my time to do us, or to make for us, this 1 hour clip, right? So stay tuned and enjoy the video. Then I'm also trying to replicate the same thing I did on the other legs while I fix the reddish cover of the ends of the leg of the machine. Alright, so now I'm doing the fixing. Like I said, it actually takes time, so you have to be patient while doing this. So now I have finished the 4 legs. Now the next thing I'm gonna do now is to start assembling other components. So I'm just trying to open the whole sealed pack to know what is inside. This is for the thread holder and stand, right? So I will know where to fix each and every panel or component of the machine. So I'm trying to bring out the nuts so that they'll be visible to me, so I won't have to look for them for long, right? Then it's now time for me to raise the machine to the height I want. So I actually like using the last bolt, the last hole, to screw it, right? But you can decide to use the first one. I like my machines to be high, so you screw both sides and the one at the side too. That's 3 nuts must hold there. So you make sure it's giving you a lapping effect at the edge there, meaning make sure you stretch it out to the best length you want. So like I said, I like my machines to be high, that's very high, right? I push out the last nut, the last screw, then use the last one to tighten it that way. Alright, so now you have to take your time. Make sure you bring the necessary tools you need to tighten all of this. You can actually make use of your 4 end. That's the spanner that has a 3 end, but it wasn't handy as of the time I was making this video. So I have to use my screwdriver to tighten them. It still works. Alright, so now it's time for me to hold the both legs together And then what I'm doing now is to make sure the base, make sure it's facing upright. The email writing must face upright. Don't go and turn yours downwards, right? Be very careful in doing this, because you will really be happy you can do this. You don't need to call any engineer to fix similar machines. Please bear in mind, this is peculiar to Emel Direct Drive, the normal straight sewing. Now you might use this to fix the legs of your industrial weaving, but please don't try attempt fixing the industrial weaving, because it has more complex and then more challenges, unlike the direct drive. So you just have to limit your knowledge to this video. Don't use it to fix other brands, because it might not really work. But once it comes to the industrial sewings, I think it still serves you for other brands, but not all other specification machines, right? Alright guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Mr_defined, and of course follow me on Facebook as well. My Facebook profile is Ajoko J Justice, and as well follow me on my page on Facebook, Redefined, as well my group on Facebook, Fashion Priest, right? Now the essence of being aware of following me in all the platforms is to enable you to be informed anytime I drop a video, so that you will not see it at late hour, right? I post videos often, and most of the times I drop links in any of these platforms outside YouTube channel. Alright, so now I'm trying to fix the motor, or the clutch rather. Now, like I told you, this is a direct drive, so before you fix this clutch, you must make sure you put a paper or a carton beneath and face the clutch pedal on top while you tighten it accordingly, right? Now, I might have skipped the connection, but then in the course of this video you also get to see other coupling aspects and results. Just keep watching. You might use the 4 ends like I said initially, right? So you can just make use of the 4 ends. It will be a whole lot easier. I think the next videos I did on coupling, I used the 4 ends in tightening. It was faster and more precise. This part actually takes time, so you have to be very careful while doing this, so you get perfect and neat work done, right? Don't be in a haste to round it up or to finish it up. Alright, so now I'm done fixing the clutch. I'm now connecting the rod from the pedal to the clutch so that it can help us glide or pedal the machine effectively. So now after that, the next thing I'm doing now, I'm bringing out the nuts, the ones in the nylon, so I can actually pick up the ones needed to fix the drawer. Now this part of the video seems to be the end part of the video, but then watch along, you will soon get to meet or see the ones I did not and the initial ones I should have included before the end part of this video. So now you have to check the rail matching the drawer to make sure it's properly fixed. Then face it down and then make sure that the drawer end is facing towards the outer part of the machine, so that you will not have to fix the drawer wrongly. And make sure that the drawer edge is lapping at the edge of the machine board, so that when you push it in to lock, the drawer will lap properly without bulging out from the edge. Then you take the nuts of the drawer and tighten it accordingly. You might need to hit it a bit, as the screwdriver I was holding wasn't good enough, wasn't the size, so you can as well decide to get some smaller sizes of screwdrivers that will enable you to tighten all these aspects. So you just have to do this amicably and then take your time to do this, right? So right here you can see we are done fixing our machines.